What up, Posse and Brandon?
Hi, Brandon.
How's it going, guys?
Hey,
He kept it together.
This
I
is
thought for
Brandon.
sure you were going to start cracking up.
It's going pretty
Mark.
good.
It's bad. I'm Chad. I thought for sure you were going to crack up.
Why?
I don't know. You just said I have to keep it together.
You were going to lose it.
Yeah,
I
was
thought
gonna
you
lose
were.
it.
But that was good, man. You're getting to be quite the pro. And you know what else I noticed? Your mic abilities are like, you could totally be that dude freestyling.
No, I can't freestyle though.
Can you beatbox?
No.
Brandon's the Tim Conway of the podcast.
Can you sing at all?
No.
Can you just sing? You can't even like kind of sing.
Nope.
You didn't.
No, it's
Did
bad.
you grow up like were your parents in a church? You have to like sing with. The
No,
church?
I faked that stuff. Come on.
So you just like
I've done that when I was a kid.
Yeah.
just move your mouth.
And Jesus said,
Let there be lights.
Speaking of light, what do you got for us, enlightened one? Oh, Brandon.
There's all this stuff.
He
we'll
does.
start with the
He's-
D&D book that
Yeah.
I guess Chad bought.
So I just bought that because myself and Brandon and Ben started a campaign on a separate channel.
Yeah.
It's
Fit
pretty
Nerd.
sweet. So
If you want to
far.
hear what our stances are and things.
If you
Well, how can people find this?
on the Fit Nerd YouTube site,
All right.
I posted up the first two parts of our campaign.
Yeah. And my character's name is Some Dumb Guy.
Yeah.
So hilarious hijinks ensue.
My name is Neb. I'm kind of the straight character on all this. Like these guys have all these crazy characters. We've got like
Yeah, he's the white bread. He's the white bread in this mix right here.
One of you's like a 2-foot gnome
That was
of
kinda
like
fun,
undiscernible sex.
Yeah, exactly.
Blood letter? Is that what we
yeah,
know?
Blood Hunter.
Blood
Blood
hunter.
Hunter, right.
What are you?
I'm just a monk.
You're a monk, but you're like
a bugbear.
But you're the
bugbear
cutest
monk.
little bugbear I've
Well,
ever seen.
I look like a big hairy goblin. It's not like a. I don't actually look like a bear, but
So yeah, I've been
What are
reading
you?
the book.
What's your character?
I'm a Goliath, but I've been reading the book, and it's one of those things that I'm gonna have to start all over again because I've been skipping chapters and going into things that I find interesting. But you can't do that in a book like this.
I think you kind of.
Chad went to read this book.
But see, then I didn't
And this is
understand
how far I
how to
got.
roll. What to do.
You got to read it. Over
I started out at that page and I finished at that page.
Dude, I can't
learned
believe how much
so
you read
much.
today.
I know. Look at that. That's I marked it too.
I mark
I
everything.
U'd it.
I mark everything.
Oh,
This book
God.
will never be the same.
Oh, great.
I can sign it too if you want.
So I think some of the things that we're going to talk about is the stuff that we got at the last swap. Am I right? Because this is some of the haul.
yeah, this is some. This
some
is
of
some.
the
This is
some
the
of the
stuff.
Mark haul.
Yeah,
Mark
this is
Halls.
some of the stuff I got and you got, and
Okay.
then Mark stuff will be in another episode.
Well, should we just start with the Alpha Flight because they always
Yeah.
die first anyway?
Yeah. Let's start with them first. So, Chad, take it away.
Sure.
Here's a brother and sister combination brought to you by the X-Men. But they're also in Alpha Flight.
Yes. Yeah, they're just basically the Canadian version of X-Men.
Are they kind of like the Strucker twins on Gifted?
No.
Like they got to touch each other for their powers to work?
I think they need to recharge. I can't quite remember.
Because
It's
they're
been-
holding hands here.
Yeah.
So
and
You
when
see
say
that,
they're-
Ben? They're holding hands.
They're the Canadian. Well, that's what brothers and sisters do. I don't have a sister, but from what I understand,
Works for Petro.
From what I
and
heard, from what
Scarlet
the
Witch.
word on the street is.
well, from Pornhub.
Yeah.
Under
Oh
certain
my
sections. So when you say it's the Canadian version of this, is that like OPG Topps baseball card? Like these characters were only in Canada?
Well,
or are you just saying that
they're
they're
Canadian
they're from Canada,
superheroes.
or are you saying they're kind of like
They're-
basic and
their origin.
Canadian superheroes. so
Their
they're from
origin
Canada.
in the
Oh, so
comic
they're
book
from Canada?
Yeah.
was
They're
from
created by John Ryan.
Canada
John
is it's a good country full of a lot of good people. I think generally
A.
speaking.
Welcome to Canada.
John Byrne, the
A little
artist, I think is
slow, but,
probably one of my favorite artists in the Marvel universe. The things that he got to do, like Alpha Flight, and when they moved him on to something else, I mean, he was awesome with Alpha Flight. Everybody really pretty much knows him for She-Hulk, I would say. What do you think?
That's what I know
Yeah.
him for.
Yeah, but I mean, he's just he really created that whole line.
Look at
or
this
colored
one.
that whole line in such
It's
a
actually
great-
got real doll hair.
Yeah,
Look,
I
he's
thought that
got
was
an
really
open
neat.
one here.
Oh wow, that's creepy.
I thought that was kind of interesting that they
Oh,
they
okay.
decided
And the
to go with
masks.
real
Yeah,
real
see,
hair.
Yeah.
The funny
a
thing
very
is you
voluptuous
bought
woman.
these, and then as you were showing Mark
this?
Hall, he threw these ones at you
Yeah,
loose, didn't he?
these were a gift from Mark Hall. Thank you, Mark Hall.
So now you got to get her brother.
Oh yeah, now I gotta get the loose set. Thank you, Mark Hall.
He knows what he's doing.
She
He
looks
did.
kind of like the one girl that was over here for your birthday.
Mark actually has the other ones loose. He just gave these to me.
The
for
first one's free,
free
and
like
then-
crack.
Yeah,
Then you
the
gotta
first one's on the
back.
house.
Yeah, come
Yeah.
back to the dealer.
That's the way the posse will do.
Did
The
I-
first one's on the house.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Did I show you guys what I got for my birthday? I know Mark will know what this is.
I
So
got you something
I'm gonna
for
hand
your
it to you.
birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What is that?
it'll be here in 9 months.
Oh God.
Do you know what that is, Mark?
It's a ring.
Okay. Brandon.
It kind of reminds me of
I don't
the
know.
Phantom.
Ding
Yeah.
ding ding.
Oh, okay. The
You
Phantom
know,
ring. Okay.
Are you gonna
Yes.
cosplay as the Phantom for Halloween this
I
year?
am right now.
Well,
Can't you see me in my Phantom outfit?
you are very Brandon Fraser-ish.
Thank you.
No, I thought it was Billy Zane.
Billy Zane,
Billy
Brandon
Zane.
Fraser. I always get those guys mixed up.
Yeah.
They're nothing alike.
Are they doing movies?
Nah.
They got a lot in common.
Brendan Fraser's back. He's doing.
Is he?
The Doom Patrol?
Encino Man.
Yeah, Encino Man.
Oh man, I love
All right,
What
and
about
this
this
thing
guy?
I got is the Kingdom Come Dead Man, which I've been looking for forever. I got that in a great deal.
That is very intricate. What do you think, Ben?
Why were you looking for it
Because
forever?
just from
Yeah.
I really like that comic series, a mini story, and that it's a big graphic novel now. But I just like that version of it, and like the way Alex Ross draws. So
Okay. What was the deal that you got on it?
I think it was like $10, but like all the other like on eBay it was
Is
a
it
little bit more, like
legs
20,
supposed
30
to be
bucks.
broken
Okay.
like this?
Well, that's a pretty
Yeah.
good deal.
Oh, come on, that's cold.
That's cold.
And
Oh, you
then,
were bullying us off camera.
Yeah,
What are you?
whatever. That was off
Bullying
camera.
super
This is
hard.
on camera. Okay, there's everything.
Which one do you want to do next?
Let's do the Batman. I got the
This one?
Night. Yeah, that one. I got the. I think it's the.
This one that
Yeah.
breaks real easy.
Oh no. The armored Batman. I think that's the one he used to fight Darkseid. And he had Superman forge the metal in the sun. I think that's the one.
Look at these sweet
But-
wings, though.
It looks just like the classic like Adam West Batmobile with the colors and
Sweet
stuff.
wings, but what's with sweet pipes on the back?
Yeah, it's jets.
Yeah, I was
They're
noticing
jets.
that.
Oh, okay.
And it's supposed to
Yeah.
look like the '60s Batmobile. kinda.
Sure.
Because it looks very much like that futuristic Batman cartoon.
Oh, Batman Beyond. Mm-hmm. And we'll get to that later. But then there's the Nightfall Batman, who is really Azrael.
That's Joe.
Yeah. And he took over after Bane broke Batman's back. But I've been looking for that figure in box. I've only been able to find it in box, and it's like $75.
And
I
didn't
got
he
this for,
just
like, $20.
destroy Bane in the
okay.
comics?
Yeah, he
Like when
destroyed
Bane
yeah.
came at him, he just like destroyed
And he had
Bane. Like it was
his
no
arms
joke.
have the guns that shoot out batarangs and stuff
Oh,
instead of throwing them.
And so you paid a lot less money, and then you also
Can I
get
see
to
that?
touch it, which is nice.
Yeah, and it was a bundle deal with the other Batman.
Can I
And
just
this
touch
guy
it? I just
here-
wanna touch it.
Is Robin Dick Grayson
I'm
as the
good.
Red Robin
Cloak is
in
cool.
Kingdom Come also, and in box that's like 90,
Oh.
and I think I got
That's cool. Like,
him
just
him
like
and
their
Deadman
legs are kinda
for
rubbery
15 or 10
It's
apiece,
like,
15 or $20
different
combined.
materials.
Look
of
at those
using different
eyes.
parts of the body.
So
Actually,
if anybody's
it's
read
cool.
Kingdom Come, they
Doll's
remember this
eyes.
version.
do you know? I just came up with a really good idea with this. That
What?
you could customize this. Now, I'm
No,
gonna
I'm
hand
not
this to you.
gonna
'Cause- no,
customize
look
that.
at look. I'm just gonna say. I'm not saying that you are,
What?
but if you look at that design the way it is, you could take the head off of that and you could put a gargoyle head on there from Disney's Gargoyle cartoon.
Oh yeah.
'Cause of the-
Take head off.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You wouldn't do that.
I would because it's DC.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Just
That was
saying.
probably the dorkiest conversation I've ever heard.
Yeah.
Well, you're
probably.
in the right place because
Yep.
there
You
will
hit,
be
like-
more.
And I got this from
Points right there.
Martin Simmons, the Beard, the shambling mound figure from the
That's
Advanced
cool.
Dungeons and Dragons toy
Oh,
line.
very cool.
So
Very cool.
Very much stolen by Swamp Man or
No.
Man Thing.
this
Man Thing.
was like
Looks like Man Thing. Don't you think, B?
they probably came out around the same time.
You think so?
Yeah.
Well, that D&D came. That's from the '83, right? Oh, yeah, I saw that.
You're not very stealthy.
My humming didn't throw
The
you guys
only
off.
time you
No.
hum is when you're stealing.
Yeah, right.
It's kind of a giveaway.
I know, like
And,
dun dun dun.
You,
and then another.
wait. I want to go back to this, Brandon.
Oh. What?
You said that you were going to come back to this. I said that this
No,
looks
I
like
was gonna-
Batman Beyond.
This I got this.
Oh, I didn't see that.
This is DC. Was it the Direct?
DC Universe Classics,
Universe,
my
okay.
friend.
Sorry, I don't have too many DCUC.
The Despero
but
wave.
this is the
It also comes.
variant.
It also comes with Cyborg, Wonder Woman, Captain Atom, and the Ares. The Ares being the most expensive down there because he's a big pimp. The Despero figure is pretty decent.
But yeah, the back shows the masked version. I have the variant.
Yes, you
which is
have the unmasked version
Gotta have the variant.
because you're a dick.
Mm-hmm.
How many?
Grayson fan.
Addicted.
I see what you did there.
So do
How many
people-
variants were there?
I don't know. I think it was just
this-
that one.
No,
Right?
yeah,
Or
just
there's
this
another
one.
Maybe there's like a con
The,
exclusive.
the
I don't know.
Captain Atom actually and the Cyborg had variants in this wave too. And
Oh, okay.
You know what? The Wonder
That's a lot of variants. Then.
Actually, every single figure in this wave except for the Ares had a variant.
That's a lot.
Really?
Yeah.
They made some money on that.
DC Universe Classics were solid.
Can I see
Should
that?
we just open it?
Yeah, like, can I?
Okay,
May
so
I?
on,
Yeah,
on
fine.
that note, though, can I ask you, like, maybe a really stupid question, right? All I want to do with these things is open them and touch them and play with them for, like, you know, maybe 30 seconds and then forget about it. Like, do you run into people? Is this, like, a thing where people will open these up or, like, steam them open a little bit and then, like, try to, like, line them back up? Or like
That's actually a really
take,
good
like, a
question.
piece, like, that they
Definitely,
found and
people
Oh,
do
yeah,
that.
yeah.
People do that all the time, where
Yeah.
they'll open these up and steal the Build-A-Figure pieces and then return
Sure.
the figures without the piece.
Okay.
And then people also will switch the figures out, and people will, like Brandon opens all his pops, but then he
Yes.
puts them back in the box, so they're technically still mint on card, but they've
Yeah.
been out of the box.
And that's very much the
But
difference
that's different
between,
with pops because
this is sealed. Yeah.
I disagree. I think, and that's the difference between Brandon and the way that he collects and the way that I collect is that, you know, I'm a little more OCD about mine. Is that if, for example, you know, these Alpha Flights complete my collection, but now I got loose ones, and I'm either going to have a set of loose ones too, or I'm not going to have them at all and give them away. I don't like to open things. It's probably some kind of
It's because you're so strong.
trauma that I suffered in my youth, but I think
Chad.
it always mine goes back to when I was a kid and I had an original Chewbacca in the box or in the car, on card sealed, and I never opened it until my little brother opened it, and I don't even know what that would be worth now. I kept that
$5.
thing like on a display,
$5.
$5,
Yeah.
$10.
mint on card, probably
So you're
like
kind of born that. I think you maybe were born that way.
Could be.
It's like as a little kid, if I had a Chewbacca, even if I already had a Chewbacca that I was playing with, I want to open it up so I could have a second Chewbacca.
Okay.
So I got like a Chewbacca versus like the other Chewbacca battle or something, or they could be like.
I understand
you know?
that, and that's where you get into army build, and I understand that. What I don't understand is his collecting the way that you collect
Okay.
with taking things out
Uh-huh.
to touch them and then put them back in. I don't understand
Just to
that.
display them and then.
I don't know.
put 'em back
I
in.
got some
Let me
weird
go.
thing in
There's
my
a lot
brain.
of people take stuff out and literally will take pictures
They-
of these things, and then a week later they're selling the stuff because they just want to get something else and take pictures of other stuff.
That I understand.
You know, and like say these legends, for instance, obviously you can take these out of the box real easily because it's just a little piece of tape. Where this was sealed, like you said, you would have to literally like take a hair dryer and like melt the glue off there to make it look like it hadn't been opened. But in 2 weeks, is he gonna want this figure? Maybe,
Yeah, because it's Weapon X.
but somebody else might not.
But see,
You know?
the other side to me, in the way that I collect, is I think that the way that they present something on card is basically ready to go to display. You know, this is absolutely ready for display. This is
gonna
actually
take it
designed
out.
for display.
This is
so
designed
another
to be
reason
open.
for me not to take it out. What's
That's not technically all this is designed to be open, but this is way more user friendly than that to open because you can put
Yeah.
it back in here.
I feel like I could go down like a whole nother rabbit hole just on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
All right.
Well,
So
yeah.
you saw Weapon X, and then I also
Sorry.
got from. Sorry, we're back on track now. The Invincible Iron Man, right?
The infamous Iron Man.
Whatever,
the
sorry.
Invincible is Tony Stark. This
Still?
is Victor
Okay.
Von Doom.
Yeah.
If you read comics, he's famous for being in the Fantastic Four comics
Yeah.
as a villain, and
I just
also
got owned
like,
in comics, and I know my comics.
and you know more about comics than I do,
Yeah.
probably. But you're just like
I'm
you're
more of a
young
DC
blood.
than a Marvel.
You're a young blood.
What the infamous
What's
Iron
the
Man
guy
came out
actually
in
know?
like the
You know him.
late 2000s, like isn't it like 4 or 5 years ago?
This?
Yeah, no, I meant like in the comics, like
Yeah, 2 years ago.
no, it was more. I thought it was more than that.
No, it was like 2 years.
It wasn't it around the time they did the Doc Ock switched brains
it
with
was-
Peter Parker.
Once they found out that was
The
such
Superior
a
Spider-Man.
success,
Then they started doing
they were
that.
like,
Okay.
let's have Doctor Doom take over for Iron Man.
Okay.
Which I never actually even read the story, but I'm sure
Blasphemy.
it's probably good.
This is blasphemy.
It's cool.
I like
Is
it.
it?
For my Fantastic Four set, yeah, I have all the
It's
Marvel
cool.
Legends.
Oh.
So yeah, I need to get the original Von Doom,
Is this
but
is this a Build-A-Figure?
No.
no.
It's a Walgreens exclusive.
Exclusives don't usually have Build-A-Figure.
And like the
you know?
thing that was nice is that like this hit Walgreens right when there was like a $15.99 sale. So like
Yeah.
a bunch of us scored them for cheap.
I want to introduce this one because you may not leave here either
Why?
alive or with this.
Get it from Patrick Patterson.
Because
He has like
I
two more.
watched
He has
you.
two more.
No, because you actually have the. Look at this.
Oh, I have the unpunched. Nice one.
unpunched, Ben. Look at that.
Yeah, that's staying in the box.
And that is from the 1983 Dungeons and Dragons line.
So you're not going to open that.
Isn't
No,
that
I-
amazing?
There's
Ben,
very
I
few
knew Ben
things I'm
would
not
appreciate
opening.
that.
Like there's very few things I don't open, but that's
It's
on the
kinda
short
And that
list.
is unpunched.
It's kind of punched.
I love the
And
like,
dude had
the art
three
on
of
the
them.
back of that too.
It's kind of punched
Isn't that
though.
great?
Dude had
What?
three of
It still
them.
counts. It's still in the thing. So
That's
Okay,
cool.
maybe
don't
it's
rain
not
on my
punched.
parade.
It's
you
not
can't.
punched.
Okay, maybe it's not. It just looked punched
It
from the
looks
angle that I saw.
pretty
If you look at it from this
badass.
angle, doesn't it look punched?
Yeah, it looks punched on that
All
side.
right. What about you guys think? Does it look punched if you look at it from
Kinda,
that
yeah,
angle?
okay.
Yeah,
It's
but
not,
show 'em the
it's-
right angle.
It's not punched, but it does
The
look.
optical illusion.
It's Dungeons and Dragons.
It's Kalek, the evil sorcerer.
Show them the art on the back.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I think he was in one of the first 5 episodes of the first season
Look
of
at that.
the Dungeons and Dragons cartoon. But yeah, Strongheart, Warduke.
That's definitely 1983.
Oh yeah, and this is a line that none of these were actually in. Oh no, Warduke was in the original cartoon.
And so was Strongheart. He was in the cartoon.
Was he?
Yeah.
Okay.
They helped him escape.
I mean, and that was such a great.
Wow,
that was
good
such
memory.
a great.
I just rewatched the series like earlier this
Well, there's
year.
like I think
two,
there's
2
I
months
was
ago.
thinking about
Yeah.
doing that when we were talking
It's
about
so good.
putting
It's all on
that.
YouTube. Even
I love
the
that.
radio
Yeah,
when they
they're all
redid
free.
the last episode that wasn't released, they have it. They have like a couple of the voices come back, but then it's like
They interview
they
them all
animate
too.
it, like to what the end is.
I gotta say,
Very
man,
cool.
this I might.
Yeah.
This might be my next collection.
All
and
right,
it's
Patrick
going-
Patterson.
No.
Hit Chad up. He's trying to sell a big
thinking-
chunk of his collection. No, don't give
thinking
him a
about
chance to think.
They've
Get
also,
him into this.
They've also got a collection of like Dungeons and Dragons Choose Your Adventure style books.
Oh,
that
nice.
are really difficult.
Oh,
to
I didn't
find.
know that.
I actually collect Choose Your Adventure books.
Oh, okay.
I
Nice.
may have.
Oh, there we go. Bring some in.
You.
I may have.
Bring some in next
I may
time.
have some for you from
Okay.
from 83 or 84, 85.
All the choices are the wrong
Cool.
choices
I'll
because
see if I
Chad
can find
filled
them
them
for
out.
you.
So you just do those once, or do you like go back and redo them?
You need all your fingers
Yeah.
to stay in there to go back.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I used to.
But yeah,
Made a
bring some
review
in.
for
That'd be
adults.
cool.
Yeah, I'll bring some
Yeah,
in.
those were fun when I was a kid. I used to love those.
I've
Is this
actually
the
tried
entire-
writing a couple of them.
Nice.
Oh yeah,
I'm
Talk
sorry.
about that another time.
that's another episode.
Is this the entire?
I think that's
line?
just that one wave.
That's the one way.
That was how many waves were there? Oh, I don't know.
I'm not sure.
Going back, but I really love this.
I'm not
'cause-
sure. Someone comment on that.
Yeah,
Let us
I'd
know.
like to know how many there are, and I know it's going to be spendy if I start collecting on this.
Yeah, but Patrick Patterson message Chad with a good bulk deal.
No, not yet. Let me think about that. Where are we at?
We're at like 19 minutes.
Okay,
so.
cool. We'll cut this and
Cut it.
we'll do another one
All right.
with
Peace.
All right, you guys.
All right.
Take it easy.